everybody? My name is What's Going On, ladies and gents. Welcome back to a brand new discussion video. And today we're going to go on ahead and make some guesstimates as well as pretty much a wish list for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and what we would hope to have in that game as far as suits are concerned. Now, of course, if you've played Marvel's Spider-Man, you know that that game is already filled with plenty, and I mean plenty of cool suits, but I feel like there's still some room for improvement, and there's still some room for other suits that we can call for. Now, of course, the most obvious one from the missing list is going to be the symbiote suit, but we're going to run through other suits aside from the symbiote suit because I feel like that's the most obvious one. Like, that's one of the suits that I think everyone could literally just quote immediately and say, yeah, that's one that I would mention as a missing feature or a missing suit, sorry, from the previous game. Now, I did go on ahead and compile 5 other suits that I personally would like to see. Let me know what you guys think of my list, but also I really would love to hear from you guys in regards to your opinions and thoughts when you're leaving your favorite suit idea down in the comment section below. Also, do not hesitate to go on ahead and also leave the power that suit might come with, because I think that could be kind of cool to hear, not just the suit that you think would be cool to see, but also in addition to that, the power that should come along with it. So with that all in mind, ladies and gents, let's get ready to rock and roll, and let's get started with suit number 5, and this will be the Baal suit, B-A-A-L. So it's a bit of an odd one. I think that the one place that I did see it was in that Spider-Man Unlimited game. I think that I just like the fact that it's a very unique looking outfit, and obviously mentioning that the symbiote suit is not one that we're going to put on this list will probably make some people upset in regards to, well, this looks kind of inspired, at least somewhat, by the symbiote suit, considering it's also a mostly black outfit and has the black and white kind of motif going on. But I just think that it's a very unique outfit. I also feel like it could make for some really cool power-ups with this particular outfit. So whether it be, let's say he's able to like hit some crazy multiple Vanquish combo. Vanquish? What is going on here? Multiple, too much Plants vs. Zombies. That's what's going on. But a multiple hit combo. Like, you know how you have the finishing moves, the takedown moves in the game in Marvel's Spider-Man 1? It would be cool if this suit's power maybe automatically does 3 of them to the closest enemies around you. So it kind of like strings 3 of them immediately with 1 button prompt. I think that could be a really cool ability. And it's just a very unique looking Spidey suit. So just for that, I wanted to go on ahead and put it on to the list. Now, next up, we're going to go on ahead and move right along to the next suit, which will be the Cosmic Spider-Man. So I really do like that the Cosmic Spider-Man has made appearances in previous Spidey games. We did not get that suit in the Spider-Man PS4 game, but I feel like there's potential for it to be included in the sequel. I think that it's a really cool looking outfit in general, just for the fact that the entire upper torso of the character looks like a galaxy. So that's just a really cool element. I think it's very unique in that sense. I think it has a unique place in the comics as well. So for that, I think that that's very cool to see as well. But in addition to that, I think that once again, it could make for some really sweet powers. Like, imagine if as you're playing as Cosmic Spider-Man, then you go on ahead and you hit up your power-up, and he literally creates an effect of like a galaxy type filter all around you, so the skies and everything turns into a galaxy instead of the regular Manhattan skies. Just something very unique and different compared to all the other Spidey suits that we have. I think it would just make for a really fun character. Yes, this one would be one of the characters that's like, well, how do you explain any of the reasoning behind why this character exists? We have Cyborg Spider-Man. We have the bombastic Bagman in Marvel's Spider-Man 1. So I don't think that they're particularly concerned with going super realistic with the game. So I think that the Cosmic Spider-Man would fit right in. And again, like I said, maybe it's just because I'm a huge fan of space and just anything that is basically sci-fi or space related, I think is pretty interesting at the very least. I think it would make for a really cool idea with this suit to have a power-up where essentially you put a filter over the entire skies of New York or wherever we might end up swinging through in the sequel, and it essentially just turns everything into a space motif, at least for a limited time, similar to like the noir suit, how it does like the black and white type of stuff. In addition to that, I just think it would make for a really unique feature. Plus, hey, you could always apply that power to a different suit, so you wouldn't even have to use the cosmic Spidey suit if you don't particularly like the suit itself. Now, from there, we're gonna go on ahead, and I guess this one is a bit okay. I don't know how to explain it, just in the sense that I feel like it is a Spidey suit, but it's not exactly Spider-Man because it's actually got like a different name altogether. So this one would be called Buzz. And the main reason why I even got this idea to go on ahead and include this suit here is A, I think it's very, very unique. B, I think that after I found out about the fact that in the Spider-Man City at War comic books, we see the design for Swarm, and we see that he's a villain that was considered for the game and then was basically deleted or not included in the final game. But it makes you think like, ooh, maybe we'll get him in the sequel. And then it makes me think like the Buzz costume would be a good counter for Spider-Man to have in that boss fight. So maybe he puts on this costume as kind of a counter to fighting Swarm, and I think that that would make for a really cool effect. This could also be one of the few suits where maybe he has kind of a gliding ability, sort of like Batman does in the Arkham games. So you'd be able to kind of like hover along and then dive and then glide forward. I think that could make for a really cool effect for this suit to have that unique ability when compared to the other ones. Now, again, the issue here is that we've never gotten really a suit where it plays differently. Usually the suits have different power-ups that they unlock, but for the most part, they play exactly the same. Like there's no unique play features to a certain suit that other suits do not have. Even the Spider-Man like iron tentacle arms that you can bring out, which would go along with nicely with like a superior Spider-Man as well, which again could be a suit that you could select here as an addition in the sequel. But regardless, even those tentacles you can place on other characters as well. So it's not a particularly like unique power up that is only unique to the Iron Spider. So I think that, again, I don't know how likely it would be for them to actually design a suit to have a specific gameplay mechanic that is different to the others, but I think it would be really, really cool to see. Now, from there, we're going to go on ahead and transition to the second best or second most highly anticipated suit. And again, like you might have noticed in this list, like I'm obviously staying away from a lot of the suits that are more obvious, like Big Time Spider-Man or Superior Spider-Man. Like there's a lot of them, like even Flipside Spider-Man. Like there's some suits that I feel like a lot of people would name off the top of their head quite easily and a lot quicker and kind of go to as selections, which is perfectly fine. I'm not saying that those are bad selections. I just wanted to try to pick unique suits and suits that maybe other people would not think of, and of course come up with some unique power-ups for those suits as well. So let's go on ahead and transition to the second to last costume, and this would be Spider Knight. So I think to go along with our Spider UK costume, the Spider Knight would be a cool suit to see in the game. I think that, again, it's just such a unique look, like essentially just to have Spider-Man in medieval times with like an actual silver armor with the highlights of the webbing and everything looks really, really, really cool. I think it would be awesome to see what kind of power-ups you could do here. First of all, I think would be hilarious if you could literally just go on ahead and click in the power-up for the suit, and then he just speaks with a British accent, just because I think that could be a unique and funny, not funny, okay, because people are going to say, wait, are you trying to say that British people are funny? No, I'm saying that it would be funny to go on ahead and suddenly have a completely different voiceover and narration for Batman, for Spider-Man in this game. So I think that that could be a unique power-up. If you don't want to go that way, I think you could go on ahead and have him like maybe pull out like a lance or something like that so that it would be a unique weapon for that suit. That could be kind of cool too. So those are just a couple of ideas that I had for this absolutely bizarre looking armor for the Spider Knight. And then last but certainly not least, now I'm not going to lie to you guys, I know that this is kind of cheating a little bit here, as far as our selection, because it's really 2 costumes instead of just 1, but they're so similar to one another that I felt like it would be appropriate to go on ahead and include both of them in one spot, and that would be Agent Venom and Agent Anti-Venom. So yes, technically this is not Spider-Man. Not technically, this is not Spider-Man. This is Eddie Brock, not Eddie Brock, Flash Thompson in the comics. And I think that just for that alone, I know that a lot of people could make the argument, well, it shouldn't be included. But I feel like if the next game is supposedly going to introduce Venom, which means that we will most certainly see the black suit Spider-Man appear, I think that it's a given that then we should be able to go on ahead and play as Agent Venom. The combos that you can come up with him are obviously endless, whether it be some sort of a cool, like, essentially like what you see with Spider-Man in the first game where he jumps up and does the web blossom where he eliminates a bunch of enemies that way. You could obviously have Agent Venom jump up and like use his guns or something like that for an ability like that. So I think that the power-up takes care of itself, but I think that the suits themselves are just so cool looking. They're like special ops sort of Venom outfits, and they look awesome, or I guess Venom / anti-Venom outfits. So I think that it would be really, really, really cool to see. Plus, of course, by introducing these suits into this game, maybe they could go on ahead and tease the potential of maybe we'll get like a DLC for the next game, which will feature Anti-Venom or will feature Carnage and will feature characters that Agent Venom and Agent Anti-Venom have fought before. So that is my list. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you like the list? Do you dislike the list? Which suits would you remove? Do you think they all absolutely positively suck? And you have other ideas in mind, like the Superior Spider-Man suit, or maybe Flipside Spider-Man, or Big Time Spider-Man, or I'm trying to remember other ones. Was Ben Reilly Spider-Man in the game? I don't remember. If Ben Reilly's suit, if that suit wasn't in the game, you could include that one. So let me know down in the comments section below. Of course, guys, don't forget to have an absolute fantastic day. Hit that like button on this video. Let me know what you guys thought of this list, and I will hopefully catch you guys here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.